attacking, or labeling women as good or bad. It's about understanding patterns that many men experience but don't talk about openly. Patterns that quietly shape relationships. Patterns that, if you don't recognize them, can cost you years of confusion, emotional stress, and wrong decisions. Most relationship advice you hear today sounds comforting. It tells you love is enough, effort fixes everything, and if you're a good person, things will work out. But real life doesn't always follow that script. Many men only understand how relationships actually work after something painful happens. This video exists so you don't have to learn everything the hard way. Also, before we go further, let's be clear about one thing. Not all women behave the same way. Not every relationship follows these patterns. But these dynamics happen often enough that ignoring them is risky. Awareness isn't negativity. Awareness is protection. So if you're open-minded, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll see relationships with much more clarity than before. Let's begin. The first truth is something many men feel but struggle to explain. In many relationships, attraction isn't static. It's constantly being evaluated, not in a cruel or conscious way, but quietly, over time. Many women naturally assess how their partner is showing up in daily life, his confidence, his direction, his emotional strength, his consistency, how he handles stress, how he's progressing or not progressing in his life. This evaluation doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It happens slowly, day by day. When a man is focused, motivated, and emotionally grounded, the connection usually feels warm and strong. Respect flows easily. Affection feels natural. But when a man becomes passive, loses direction, or stops growing, something shifts. The energy changes. The same behaviors that were once ignored suddenly become irritating. Here's the part many men miss. By the time dissatisfaction is spoken out loud, the emotional shift usually started much earlier. From the man's point of view, the breakup feels sudden. From her point of view, it's been building for a long time. That's why paying attention to behavior matters more than listening only to words. Affection, enthusiasm, and effort tell you more than conversations ever will. The second truth is uncomfortable, but important. Some women keep emotional alternatives in the background while still in a relationship. This doesn't always mean cheating. Often, it looks harmless on the surface. Casual conversations, friendly check-ins, old connections that never fully fade. To many men, loyalty feels black and white. You're either committed or you're not. But for some women, emotional security matters so much that they keep doors slightly open, just in case. This usually happens when uncertainty creeps into the relationship, when she's unsure about the future, unsure about his direction, or unsure about long-term stability. Instead of confronting that uncertainty directly, she seeks reassurance elsewhere, not because she's evil, but because she's afraid of being left without options. The key lesson here isn't to become suspicious or controlling. It's to understand that strong leadership and consistency reduce uncertainty. When a man is clearly grounded, progressing, and emotionally steady, backup options lose their appeal. Security doesn't come from monitoring behavior. It comes from being solid enough that doubt has no space to grow. The third truth is about how modern relationships have changed. Many connections today quietly drift into a transactional mindset. Instead of building something together, the relationship becomes about what one person receives: lifestyle, comfort, experiences, financial ease, social status. This shift didn't happen overnight. Social media plays a huge role. It constantly showcases luxury, travel, and idealized lives, creating expectations that don't always match reality. When a relationship is built mainly on benefits rather than partnership, it becomes fragile. If circumstances change, if income drops, if life becomes harder, the connection weakens quickly. That's why it's so important to observe what someone values early on. Are they interested in who you are, or primarily in what you provide? Do they invest emotionally, or mostly consume? Healthy relationships involve mutual effort. Both people contribute. Both people adapt. When only one side is carrying the weight, resentment grows, even if no one says it out loud. The fourth truth may surprise you. Confidence doesn't always mean inner peace. Many women who appear strong and self-assured privately struggle with anxiety about time, aging, and losing value. Society places enormous pressure on women to look a certain way and to secure stability within a certain window of time. This pressure creates fear, even if it's never openly expressed. That fear can influence decisions, rushing commitment, pushing timelines, settling too quickly, or choosing security over genuine compatibility. From the outside, it can look demanding or impatient, but underneath, it's often anxiety talking. Fear of missing out, fear of being left behind, fear of ending up alone. Understanding this doesn't mean tolerating pressure that doesn't feel right. It means recognizing where it comes from. Decisions driven by fear rarely lead to long-term happiness for either person. The fifth truth explains why some relationships fail, even when nothing seems wrong. Boredom is more dangerous than conflict. Modern life is full of stimulation, endless content, endless novelty. When a relationship becomes completely predictable, it can start to feel emotionally flat. Stability, while valuable, can be misinterpreted as lack of passion. This is why some people sabotage good relationships without fully understanding why. They're not unhappy because something is broken. They're unhappy because nothing is changing. Growth has stopped. Energy has stalled. The solution isn't chaos or drama, it's progress. Personal growth, new goals, new challenges. A man who continues evolving stays interesting, not because he's unpredictable, but because he's moving forward. Purpose creates attraction. Stagnation kills it. The sixth truth explains a confusing experience many men have after breakups. The unexpected message from an ex, months or years later. A casual, "How are you?" Often, it's not about reconnecting. It's about reassurance, curiosity, comparison. She's checking where you landed. Did you improve? Did you struggle? Did leaving you turn out to be the right decision? How you respond matters less than how you live. The strongest answer is a life that doesn't need explanation. Growth speaks louder than words. Closure doesn't come from conversations. It comes from moving forward. So what's the point of all this? Not to make you cynical, not to make you angry, and definitely not to make you resent women. The point is clarity. Men who struggle most in dating aren't weak. They're uninformed. They believe effort alone guarantees outcomes. Men who thrive understand reality as it is. They focus on growth. They choose carefully. They watch actions, not promises. They maintain their identity no matter who they're with. Relationships work best when two whole people choose each other, not when one sacrifices himself hoping to be chosen. Here's the final thought. These patterns aren't going away. Culture reinforces them. Technology amplifies them. Waiting for things to change isn't a strategy. Becoming stronger, clearer, and more grounded is. This knowledge isn't a weapon, it's armor. If this video gave you clarity, the next step isn't blaming anyone. It's building a life that doesn't depend on approval, validation, or fear. When you do that, the right relationships feel peaceful, and the wrong ones lose their power over you. That's how you stop getting hurt, not by avoiding love, but by understanding it.